So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be revisiting some awesome Ark 2 content. In this video you will see Ark 2 weapons and items, and I just really cannot wait. And the reason why I want to do this video was because it's 2022 now, the year that Ark 2 is meant to be coming out. I will be leaving the link in the description down below to the creator of all this stuff. It was some contract work that they did, so big shout out to them. That is on ArtStation for everyone to view. But yeah, I just can't wait for Ark 2. And if you want to keep up to date with all of your Ark information, whether that's on Ark 1 or Ark 2, make sure to be subscribed because with notifications turned on, because my channel is all Ark stuff. Make sure to leave a like if you are excited for the second version of Ark Survival Evolved. And yeah, let's get on with the video. But before we do, a word from today's sponsor. Let me tell you a little secret. A secret about a hidden gem. A free hidden gem. Something that costs you nothing and is so much fun. It also happens to be the greatest mobile game of all time. Raid Shadow Legends. Raid's got tons of champions, over 600 now. All of those champions come from unique factions, each with their own history in the world of Telleria. Use my links below to download Raid yourself to your mobile phone or PC. Links in the description. The newest boss just released in Raid, and it is the biggest and craziest yet. This is called the Hydra, with 6 different heads. Each one is a complete boss battle all on its own. The Head of Suffering is all about making you suffer, among a ton of other things. It's got a special new effect called Pain Link, which lets the head share some of the damage it takes with you. The Head of Blight is a nasty one. It loves poisons. It poisons your team, it leeches your team, and protects its own. The Head of Blight can create a poison cloud, which makes it super hard for you and your team to land their attacks against the Hydra. This can absolutely ruin your fight. Rather than landing big meaty attacks, you'll be landing weak hits and missing. What I love about Raid Shadow Legends is jumping into PvP arena battles. The PvP is so much fun, it's really smooth and easy to play, and I also really love summoning champions at the tavern. Raid is also giving away a super limited edition champion to every player in the game. Some of you may recognize him already, and it's esports legend and Navi superstar Simple. Between now and January the 28th, 2022, Simple's limited edition champ is available for free to both new and old players in Raid. There's seriously never been a better time to get started, and if you use my link in the description or scan my QR code, you'll get a free starter pack worth almost $30 to kickstart your game. We're talking a free champion, Vergis, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, and 1 XP boost, and also an ancient shard. All this treasure will be waiting for you here, as you'll be able to see on screen from the arrow. So what you waiting for? Click the link in the description down below or scan my QR code so you do not miss out. So yes, thank you to the sponsor today. Let's get on with the video. So the first thing you can see in the background for the first pictures of the weapons is obviously some sort of primitive stone blade. Now, as Wildcard have told us already, Ark 2 is going to be pretty much primitive going back to the starting days of Ark Survival Evolved 1. I'm personally very happy about this. I know a lot of the community are very happy about this. One of the things that a lot of people do say is that, you know, I miss the days of Ark 1 where it was just dinosaurs, not all this tech, robot type stuff, and I know a lot of people do enjoy that, and I'm sure that Wildcard, I definitely have seen some stuff before where they've said they're not ruling out types of things like that later on in the game, but they wanted this one to be mainly primitive. I thought this blade looks really cool, and instead of too much like crazy stuff going on with the first game now, it would be nice to make the battles a little bit more primitive and different types of battles. So this is the stone blade that we have seen. The next one, as you can see, is like some form of other dagger, but it looks like some sort of obsidian dagger. I really like the look of this one. Obviously, you've got some like dinosaur teeth as well on the bottom of the blade. And yeah, just a brilliant design there. And again, it'll be interesting to see how powerful different types of these weapons are. If they're gonna, I'm sure they'll still have, you know, Ascendant and, you know, all the different types of weapon, you know, like the levels of how powerful they are. I doubt Wild wildcard, we'll throw that away. But I'm just looking forward to, in general, finding out so much more about the game, even the tiny little bits, because Ark's such a massive game, even the tiny bits of information is so big. So as you also can see, we have the axe. This, again, in the actual trailer, is actually used as a weapon. I don't think it will be. I'm sure this will be... I mean, I could be wrong. It might be used as a weapon, but I think it would be more likely this will be like the stone axe in Ark, where, you know, this is what you're going to get materials with. It looks awesome as always, and what I like about these designs compared to the Ark 1 designs is that they look so much more realistic, and yeah, that's what I like. So, next one. The bow and arrow. Now, again, this is a very primitive bow and arrow, and again, looks very nice compared to the one in Ark 1. That's what I've really liked about the second game coming up. They've really given the game a TLC, like things that look quite basic and quite old school, because you've got to remember, there's some designs in Ark 1 that are still from 2015, like the Carno. The Carno is like literally, it's been calling out for a TLC for so long. So it's nice to see, you know, a game where you're just going to have all the updated graphics. Everything's going to have a TLC rather than asking for one TLC and, you know, and then you're just waiting for the other stuff to be released over some months. So yeah, it looks really awesome. Again, the arrow looks like it's got some sort of obsidian instead of stone. I could be wrong. This could just be stone, but it looks a little bit different to that to me. You guys can let me know as well. What I would like to ask from you guys while you're watching this video too is let me know what you want in the game. Like, just like sort of put in your sort of what you would like to see, what weapons that haven't actually been announced or we've seen in any trailers yet. What do you think would be really cool to make Ark 2 different from the first game? So what we're going to be looking at next is the custom spear. Now, this looks like a skull of some sort of dinosaur on the end of, or on both ends. Definitely looks a lot cooler than the Ark 1 spear. I can say that for sure. I wonder how. I'm sure this will be an early stage weapon. I suppose I don't really know how to work out what the game's going to be like, because obviously in Ark 1, the you know, something like a spear and like a bow and arrow is very early level. But because I don't think we're going to be getting that because it's very, very primitive, I don't know what level this stuff is going to be. So it's gonna, I can't wait to find that all out, really. But I definitely am a big fan of this spear. Now, what we've got next here is it looks like some sort of just like, I don't know, like some sort of like something to hold things on, I'm guessing. I can't think of the name of it in my head, but I'm sure you guys will know in the comment section down below. As you can see there, it looks like they've got some sort of fruits in a basket there, and then some things to keep you warm. And yeah, definitely, I'm sure it's going to come useful in some way. The next thing we've got is a kind of bat type thing. I haven't been able to work this one out, but it looks like a T-Rex skull on a, or is that, yeah, it's not Carno, is it? It's definitely a T-Rex. I could be wrong, but again, you guys let me know. But yeah, it looks like it could do a lot of damage, this. It's got teeth coming off of it, and it basically everything in this game seems to have sharp things. Like, what makes me laugh is in Ark, so like in real life, if you were to be like attacked by something like this, like even the tiniest little bit of the blade on it is just like so deadly. Whereas in Ark, you're going to be hit by this, I bet you, by it's going to be like 20 hits of this in Ark or something until you get knocked out or something. You know, you guys know how Ark works. But again, this could be something that's later in the game, or it could be something that is just a wooden baton that has something else crafted on it. I don't know. But I'm sure Wildcard are going to add in loads of different ways to craft in Ark 2. So we have a fruit and vegetable basket. By the looks of things, you'll be able to carry this on your back from the straps. I'm sure this will come like in handy somewhere. I'm not sure this will be the PvP players type of thing for the second game, but I'm sure it will come in handy somewhere. But yeah, no, again, we'll learn more about it as it goes on. I don't really have much to say about this one, really. So the next one, this one does actually interest me. And the reason why this one interests me so much is because it is like obviously an egg in a bag. So I feel like it'll be interesting to see if you can like carry a certain amount of, well, if the way holding eggs works differently on this one. I mean, I don't know whether you are just going to be able to put it in your inventory, but you never know. They might make it harder to collect eggs from dinos. You may have to have a specific egg holding bag, you know, to keep care of it. I mean, again, don't listen to me. I'm not the creator. I'm not Wildcard, but you just never know. All these different thoughts could could come true. So again, looks really cool. Some sort of egg holding bag. Reminds me of Jurassic Park in a way, and Jurassic World. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Jurassic World. Is it coming this year? I think it is, isn't it? Jurassic World 3, is it Dominion? But yeah, I cannot wait for that film. And then I think we've just got a final few designs of some of those like kind of NPC like creatures and humans in the game. I do feel like we don't know, obviously, how they're going to play a part compared to the dinosaurs. I'm sure what in the actual description of Ark 2, it says that, Ark 2 is a new, is the next series, the next sequel to whatever, to Ark 1, and it's going to be a game against beast and man. So I don't know whether that means man in the sense of fighting other survivors, as we already do already, or whether we're actually going to be, even if you're fighting in single player, you're going to be fighting against beast and man, which could hint NPCs. Just a few other really cool designs here, as you can see, from how they've got their different armor. They might be from different tribes as well. That's what something else you want to be thinking of is these creatures or humans or whatever, they could have their own kind of like tribe that you can go and fight. Just how, if you've ever seen an NPC video on my channel, the mod actually works in a way that other like NPCs can create their own tribes, build up their own bases. I'm sure these guys in the game, if they do have a tribe and they have their own bases, I'm sure they won't be that overpowered, but I could be completely wrong. They could have their own levels. They could work the same as dinosaurs. There is just so much to this game which just makes me believe that it is just gonna be a success. I always get nervous because my whole channel and my whole career that I've built around this YouTube channel has been based on Ark. So I wouldn't want the game to come out and then it just to fail and everyone else just wants to go back to Ark 1. I'd love it to be a success, making so much content around it and being able to carry on, but starting right from the beginning again, like in 2015. On a game that's even better than the first one. I just feel like it would be unbelievable. But yeah, so as I said to you guys in the comment section down below, let me know some of the stuff you would like added in, weapons and items and armor. What do you think could be? But obviously it's got to be kind of primitive and it's got to follow that kind of idea. I'm hoping along the year we'll get some more Ark 2 news, because if it's meant to still be coming out this year, then we've got to get some form of release date or something. But all I've mentioned in many videos before is when Wildcard do announcements, it's either at Extra Life obviously this year will be Extra Life 2022, which will be it was always in November, and then in December's the Game Awards, and that's where they've obviously first ever announced Ark 2. So that is going to be the full video, guys. Let me know some of obviously your ideas in the comment section. Let me know what you think of these ones. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Smash the like, subscribe. Thank you for watching.